This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman, and we are broadcasting from Cancun, Mexico, at the UN Climate Summit. Protests against the COP16 are growing. Yesterday, indigenous and youth groups demonstrated both inside and outside the summit to call for inclusion in the talks. High-level negotiations involving environment ministers and world leaders are underway, but civil society groups say they're being locked out. Via Campesina, the world's largest federation of peasant and smallholder farmers, held what they called the 1,000 Cancun's Global Day of Action for Climate Justice. Several thousand people took to the streets here in Cancun to march in protest of the summit. Meanwhile, inside the heavily guarded conference walls, La Via Campesina joined with activists from Youth for Climate Justice and held a news conference to announce the day's actions. The youth activists then walked out of the conference room to hold a small protest. They spoke out against one of the hot-button topics being discussed at the talks, RED, which stands for Reduced Emissions from Deforestation and Degradation. The protesters were quickly met by UN security. They had their badges taken and were bussed out of the conference. Democracy Now! Was there to cover the action. It began inside the press conference room.
My name is Carrie Fulton, and I'm representing Youth for Climate Justice. We are here as young people from North America, representing impacted communities. We have 7 people on the inside, and we have a whole bunch of people on the outside. And we are here to reclaim our futures, to make sure the voices of young people who will be most impacted by climate change are heard and are respected. There was supposed to be an action today. That action was canceled. The Youngo was supposed to have an action today. They are silencing our voice as we speak, and we are here to say that is not right. We are also here to say, where will you be in 2050? I know where I will be, and I want to live in a just and clean, sustainable world. And that's what we're asking for today as Youth for Climate Justice. We stand here in solidarity with the Global South, in solidarity with impacted people from around the world, in solidarity with La Via Campesina. We stand here today and we have these signs on our necks that say no red, because we want people to know that whether you live in the forest, whether you live in the hood, you will be impacted by false solutions. And red plus, red minus plus, red plus plus, whatever you want to call it, is a false solution because you are creating a market on our forests. You are not protecting our Mother Earth. And we are standing here to say that we want to see the protection of the rights of Mother Earth and the voice of the people to be respected. So thank you very much. Checktheweather.net.
So this group is now going to have a walk out of the press conference all together.
Down, down.
I said down with red.
Down, down.
I said up with the people.
Yeah, yeah.
I said up with the people.
Yeah, yeah. We want justice for Madre Tierra. 1. We are the people. 2. A little bit louder. 3. We want justice for Madre Tierra. We are the people too.
But it was unauthorized, no? Did you ask the permission? Who?
1. We are the people too.
Okay?
We want justice for Madre Tierra. 1.
I need your pen. Excuse me.
We're leaving.
No. We need your pen. Give your pen, please.
We're leaving. We're getting on the bus. UN, stop silencing civil society. UN, stop silencing civil society. UN, stop silencing civil society.
As I said, this was unauthorized, and I think most of you know what the process is for that. We provided some space
and we
for
were
this.
shut out of the space. There was a youth action that was shut down. Today's action got canceled. That's why the youth had to make an intervention today inside the space, where we felt the overwhelming concern that civil society's voice has been suppressed at the UNFCCC meetings. Everything from the setup of how far away this is from the public, the space, that it's in an exorbitantly priced, isolated golf resort that shuts out the public and civil society. I think it's a sign of an undemocratic process that we're seeing. What is the UNFCCC afraid of? The people that they're supposed to be making a decision around the future of the planet?
I think we need ample time here.
There was a registered action. We tried all the legal means. You're shutting down the civil
Okay,
society
ma'am, I'm not deaf. I can hear you. You don't need to
I know it. I'm not talking to you. Letting us, we have to register 48 hours in advance to register an action.
We're going to get you the bus so you can leave, okay?
Now we get to the bus over there.
So we're going to load you over here on the bus.
Globalicemos la lucha.
No red! No red!
We have been objected from the COP because we were expressing our dissent. In the entire process, young people have been silenced. Indigenous people are silenced in this process. Women are silenced, and so we express our solidarity, we express our dissent, and stage an action, and have been objected from the COP. Our voices are being silenced. The UN is not ready. The COP is not ready or willing or available to hear marginalized people from across the globe.
Joaquin Quetzal Sanchez with Youth for Climate Justice, and before that, Sun Young Yang of the Grassroots Global Justice Alliance. Special thanks to our Democracy Now! Team who was there, Sharif Abdel Qaddous, as well as Hani Massoud and Steve Martinez.